live. Yes. Okay. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to At the Close. Spencer Israel. We'll have Joel on in a second. Hope you all are having a good end of your Thursday as we head into the what will be the final trading session of the week tomorrow. We're going to talk about Apple. We're going to talk about Macy's, Kohl's, Alibaba, Nvidia. We'll take questions from our chat. Let's get to it, and we'll start the show. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Jolski. Oh, how we doing?
We're doing well. What, I kind of missed the Apple news. Apple news me.
I'll fill you in.
Okay, watching your
I'll
Benzinga Pro.
fill you
If
in.
I would have had a closer eye on the Pro, I would have caught it. We got a lot to talk about here at the close. We're up 14 and a half handles. We're going to get that close over 4,700 for the first time ever. Had a dip on inflation talk, and they bought the dip. Current high 0450. We have the all-time high at 1175. Crude up 89 cents to 78.44, trying to rebound from the recent decline. Gold down 1060 at 1859.60. Silver back under 25. That's down 30 cents at 24.86. Bitcoin, maybe that's not the inflation hedge everyone wanted. Down 25.75 at 57,910. Ethereum futures, they're in the red. Just about the same percentage, down $207 at 4,064.50.
All right, Joel, before Apple, tell me about your new algorithm that you're running.
When a Fed governor comes out and talks about high inflation, you wait 15 minutes and you buy everything in sight. This is the second time this has happened in the last week. What time did you get the Fed speak today?
I was like 10:15.
10:15. Oh, and what do you have on the 15-minute chart? I was waiting to buy the low from Monday at 67 even, but there's people a lot smarter than me out there. They bought it 68. Boom. Rebound back. I mean, and we could talk about this more. Inflation. There's also inflation in the stock market, folks, and that's what you're seeing. Ripping back up. Haven't made a new high yet, but perhaps we will before the session ends.
All right. We'll keep an eye out for more Fed speak on inflation. What Joel's referring to is who was it? Williams, I think. He's the Fed governor of New York, I believe. Said bracing for more inflation in other areas of the U.S. economy. So that's always good to hear. Let's go to Apple here, Joel. The Apple news that you missed came courtesy of Bloomberg. We haven't really heard much about the Apple car for a little while, codename Project Titan. But according to Bloomberg today, Apple has an internal deadline of 4 years to launch their EV / autonomous vehicle, the Apple car.
Wait, well, when's it dated?
The deadline is 4 years. Well, I don't know, 4 years from now.
Oh, okay. Because I'd say if the deadline was, 2017, then you get something to get excited about. But
No.
obviously, everything EV here. I mean, Apple barely budged off its report. We're making a new all-time high, right? 157.26, 158.40. Okay. You talk about your top components leading the index. First time in a long time, Apple's been up there, up nearly 3%. What do you need to say? An Apple car? I mean, EV. What else do you need? And you know what?
I know.
I know everyone loves the Tesla and but Apple has they got if you have an Apple Watch and earpods,
I'm so glad you mentioned. I'm so glad you mentioned the Apple Watch, Joel, because the guy who led the Apple Watch is the guy in charge of the Apple car.
Okay. That's a big move, man. And I mean, if there's anything we've learned, stocks busting out to, new all-time highs, they usually keep on going. High of the session 58.40, maybe 160, just a psychological level. But Apple's been quiet lately, and a big 2-day move here. I don't want to be short Apple.
No. All right, let's go through the rest of our list here, and then we'll get to some chat. There's some good comments in chat today. Nvidia, Joel, has stopped. Breaking news on Nvidia has stopped going up for now.
It had, and it did improve on the new all-time high by quite a bit. You're going to get a new all-time closing high. Just a slow and steady move. 327.60. Just probably the only person that caught that was a scale up seller. But what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on this close from today, wherever it may be, 317, 318, 319. And then we'll just use that as our bogey. We'll see if it ever wants to come in and fill the gap from yesterday's session, which is down to 305.09. But just, from a just looking at it from a candle basis, your open, which was right near the all-time high, is still a pretty good sale. You might have lamented when it went to 327.60, but it is a red candle. There is sellers out there. There are people taking profits. We'll see how long that holds up, though.
That's it. And we'll see how long it holds up, though. Probably not very long. Just my 2 cents here. What about retail, Joel? I don't know if you caught Macy's or Kohl's today, but I unfortunately did not write down your levels from this morning in those two. I wrote down your Nvidia, but
Irrelevant.
I didn't write down your Macy's or your Kohl's level. Macy's $37. You haven't been able to say that in 3 years.
You know what? I want to give credit where credit's due. And Spencer, you were talking about the retail trade earlier in the week. You were. You
Yes,
were.
it was.
I mean, pent up demand here. People want to spend money, and I guess they want to do it on 34th Street. Just a big move here. That 35 that I talked about on the monthlies. I mean, yeah, maybe you thought you were smart when you sold it there when it went to 33.42. But now you're working at 38. What do we got? I'm just going to go to the monthlies here because that's all you have. Okay, 38.35, folks. That was your monthly high back in November of 2018. So there you go. Maybe sellers between 38 and 35. 3-year high. Macy's is back.
And Kohl's, we've made fun of Kohl's a lot for the Amazon return policy.
Yeah.
But my friends know that I love shopping at Kohl's. I always have. I buy my jeans from Kohl's like once a year when I buy new jeans. So I like Kohl's. Kohl's at 62. Not
They gave you a chance to buy the dip, right? It opened higher. It came in. Now, if you were trying to just buy the top of yesterday's range, you might have been shaking your head when it went a buck lower. But when you caught it on the momentum going up through that level, it was a pretty good trade. Uh, I'm just going to look at this is the stock of the day. I see three post COVID-19 monthly highs at the $64 area. So, if you're holding out for a target on this, those monthly highs were actually 64.16, 63.72, and 64.80. So let's just call it 64 bucks.
What was there other retail? Oh, of course, there's other retail today. We have Ross stores reporting tonight, I believe, ROST, and I think we have Foot Locker tomorrow. Dillard's, Joel, up 5%. What else is new?
I mean,
Yeah,
you can be short these stocks if you want.
I
I mean,
suppose.
there's outliers, right? The bar's been set pretty high, but man, I mean, that's what happens when people don't shop for a year. They get it
Hey,
up. I
maybe
want to go shopping, like all these retail sales. I want to go to the store. I don't even know if I need anything, but I want to go shopping.
Hey,
I
maybe
mean,
maybe pull up VSCO. And I know maybe you're talking against your book here, but we always talk about how you buy dips and stocks and uptrends, you sell rips in stocks and downtrends. This is a stock in a downtrend with a huge rip here. And I know you're long it, but like talk against your book for a second. This doesn't look that bad of a setup for me, like from the short side.
what? Now it turned. I just, because a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh, it's going to fill the gap. I mean, we'll see. I mean, if you get a couple more highs at the $60 area, 60.35 today, you are backing off a couple bucks. So that makes you think it would be just a 1 day wonder. But
I know that's what I'm saying.
yeah, I mean, who wants to short anything in this market? Let's
Come
go a little
on,
bit.
Victoria's Secret. Everyone knows that like Wall Street hates Victoria's Secret.
Uh, man, if let's see what it does with 58.
All right.
It had to move. It had the 50% retracement. 58's halfway back. A lot of people are getting their money back. So closes over 58, then and can find some support here. You really, I mean, how many times you see these gaps and these stocks just don't come back and fill the gap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just, you can't wait. And then what's the other part? BWBI?
What is it? BBWI, right? Yeah. BBWI. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
phew, another all-time high. That's a red candle. So that 82 is going to be, I think that could be protected for a couple days.
Okay. On a similar note, and then we'll do chat tickers. Alibaba, Joel. I'm sure you saw this today. It kept on going. Again, sell rips,
Ugh.
stocks and downtrends is what there is to say about it. I guess.
Dennis will talk about tomorrow, but he dumped this. He dumped the remainder. He's tired of it.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yep. I talked to him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for
Ugh.
him. Good for him.
Wow. I don't know. Uh, nothing else but the low of the move. And where was that low of the move here? 138.43. I mean, if you're taking a shot here, you're banking on that holding. But just, you had the whole Jack Ma, the whole China thing, and then they come out and miss. I mean, they couldn't afford to do that. And that's what happened. Alibaba, what's the FXI doing today? That probably can't be looking too good.
I don't know. I haven't looked.
FXI.
I'm gonna guess down 1%.
It's got to be down 2%.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what a nothing chart in that one. Monthly resistance 42, 38 to 42. I know some people have been asking about trading ranges. If you want to trade ranges, don't worry so much about your dailies, but look at your monthlies, and then you get your ranges. If you've been looking at this 38 to 42 range, you've been doing okay since August. The stocks don't always trade in their range, but if that's your style of trading, don't look so much on the dailies. Look on the monthlies. Check your monthly support and resistance. Then try and trade that range.
All right, well, let's go to the chat here. JG went dip buying today. Holy moly. JG said he bought Robinhood, bought Marathon Digital, bought Bumble, and bought DraftKings. And we can start with the hood. I'm curious what you're seeing, JG. And all those stocks are in just huge downtrends here.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
whoa, good.
What happened to the hood?
I'll be honest, I don't know. Let's when in doubt, check the pro is what I always do. There is a oh no, that was from this afternoon though. That wasn't from this morning. Nothing from this morning. To answer your question, the headline we had from a half hour ago is that a judge dismissed a suit against the company in Citadel, but that's not it. I don't actually know, Joel. I don't know.
I don't know what JG's doing. Um, but you had a double bottom at 33 and a quarter, and it took that out. And if you were fooled, it gave you another double bottom at 32.80. But I mean, once it took that out, I mean, you're just taking stabs here. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
the all-time low was 33 and a quarter. It took that out, gave you another fake double bottom, and then it took that out. So I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what technical analysis or fundamental analysis you're looking at, but man, until this thing at least gets back over 33 and a quarter, which was a former all-time low, I'm hands off on the long side. And I'll go back and say the same thing over and over again, like an old man, a broken record. What happened on this day with the big red arrow? You know
Yeah.
what happened,
Yeah.
Spencer.
Yeah. I know what happened.
They said,
And
"Get me out."
And I'll echo what I said after the earnings report, which was victim of their own success, right? It was such a great year last year for them. It was such a great Q1 and Q2 into the IPO, victim of their own success. Um, so not entirely their fault. But yeah,
And
um,
what else was he dip buying in?
DraftKings, um, shoot, Marathon, DraftKings, and Bumble. Oh boy. All right. Stocks and downtrends, all four of them.
Yeah, DraftKings. I talked to this. I have to talk to Sean. He's a buyer at 41 and will buy more if it goes lower. I wonder if he's getting filled at 39, 38, 37. But we talked about, I pointed out the monthlies here. I mean, this is what you got. If you really want to buy this thing, hold out for 35. Three monthly lows in a row from a little over a year ago, 447, 490, and then 3502. That thing's got 35 on the brain. And then what was the last one?
Bumble, Marathon,
Bumble.
Bumble. Yeah, I don't know.
Boy, maybe this guy or gal is short. And
No, I don't think so.
Bumble, at least you got 36 to lean on there. So I'm not gonna get too upset with you. You got the low of the move, and then Marathon, MARA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's been beat up. Maybe you ran out of sellers on this one. This one's doing okay considering Bitcoin's down 2K. So this one obviously got beat up already, finding support under 50. So this one looks a lot better than the other two. New high in the spoos here. We just hit oh 05. We had the high earlier in the week. That would be on Monday, 0975. Your all-time high is 1175. And in order to post a new all-time closing high, that shouldn't be too hard. 96 and a quarter, 46, 96 and a quarter.
Thad Thunder wants to know what the over under is on the number of shares that Arc Lady, I guess he means Kathy Wood, will buy of Teladoc today. How is Teladoc doing? What? Why is he picking on Teladoc so much? Oh, whoa! I did not know that. Teladoc decided to go down 8%. Was there a reason? I just don't know about it. Yeah, there is. They gave Spencer, come on, man. You gotta know these things. They had their investor day today. Oh, come on. Anyway,
They went.
we have it in the pro. That's what matters. And their investor presentation showed slowing sales growth.
I was gonna thought you were gonna say no one went to the investor day,
Oh
but
no.
gave you a look at the previous day's high. One number to lean on this one, low of the move from October 120.67. I'm afraid to look at my stock docs. Up, that's down two, and that's losing some major support
For,
there.
for whatever it's worth, Joel, when I had the COVID, we used Doximity. We didn't use Teladoc. So I don't know
Okay,
if that makes you feel
okay.
better at all. But I've used Doximity before. I thought it was fine. Actually, it's pretty cool. I'll be honest with you. Pretty cool. Okay,
I don't care if
350.
they're cool. I want them to make money.
I don't have any control over that. Sorry. It's 350. We'll do 10 minutes of ticker time here. Drop your tickers in the chat. Preferably not one that we talk about every single day. Something off the beaten path. Um, let me look here. Chegg, CHGG is one that
Is
we
that
don't
in the 20s?
we don't talk about that
Yeah,
much.
yep, that's in the 20s.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Back to this low right here. 25.89. If you're buying it here, that's what you're leaning on. You probably get a shot to buy it at 25.89. Pandemic's over. Alert to check shareholders.
And then somebody was highlighting. Some of you guys write everything down. Someone was highlighting it here. I found it. It was that again. It's highlighting Jaken's call of ATKR. Jaken talked about this. I think was it last week? I think it was last week. ATKR, and I guess they had earnings here this morning or overnight, and all-time high today. So yeah,
Yeah, it
good
gave
job.
you a look at yesterday's low too. 0181 went to 0153, pressing up, new all-time high. Probably pretty good volume on this
Oh,
too. Wow, yeah, double the
okay,
volume. Finding some buyers.
cool. Here's one. Ring Central RNG. I couldn't have guessed. If you'd asked me to guess where this was, I would have said like 400.
Fill the gap, right? You had this gap here from earnings, and they've sold it every single day. What was your gap? Down to 40.52, went to 38.26. So based on the gap fill analysis, yeah, maybe it's a little overdone. But once again, leaning on that kind of light volume today. So as opposed to the last 2 days. So maybe you just cleaned up a big seller in there that's been trying to sell since 315. Man, wow. These stocks are whew, you get on the wrong side of these things and there's just no mercy.
Joel,
No mercy.
I'm telling you, man, February of 2021. That's gonna go down in every textbook. It was a topping event for so many stocks. It was insane. Anyway, here's one we never talk about. Thanks to our fan for bringing this one up. Hershey's. I've had probably a dozen mini Hershey bars in the last week because there's a gigantic bag of candy in our kitchen in the office. And I've been slowly but surely been through that.
Hershey's.
But yeah, here's another one. If you'd asked me where it was, I wouldn't have got this one anywhere close.
180,
I
huh?
Yeah, I would have said like, oh, I don't know, 100. I didn't realize it was at 180.
Wow. I guess people still like chocolate. You just gotta look at your monthlies here and hope for a
Yeah.
breakout. I mean, this is pretty obvious what it's just been bunching up here. The old time high, 182.71. You haven't hit that yet this month, but maybe you will. So that's what you need. You were in the 1 8, that was August. You got close there in October when you went to 182.69. So you just need a good report, probably just gap up over that thing, and that's it. But longer it takes to get through that 183 level, I don't know. It's holding up here though. Had a couple good days, decent support just under 178. But yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't know her. This is probably let's do our other food stocks.
Yeah,
Their charts
yeah.
don't look like
It's
this.
been a while. It's been a while, Joel. You're absolutely right. How's Mondelez doing?
Uh,
Or all right,
I
all right,
wonder.
all right. Fine, K. Let's go to K. We'll go to K. It doesn't matter. I don't care
Yeah,
what.
yeah. Look at that. Why Hershey's? Do we got some chocolate lovers or what?
Yeah.
Tyson looks okay, but chicken's been running.
Wait,
What? Give me.
wait, Mondelez looks okay. What's wrong with that? How's
Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
wait. A few years ago, I made the Thanksgiving portfolio. I'm gonna find it right now. Hold on. It's gonna take me 2 seconds. Uh, Thanksgiving portfolio. I made this like I had like Pilgrim's Pride and Campbell's Soup and Mondelez and here it is. I think I had a whole list of Thanksgiving stocks.
what's up,
Tyson,
Pilgrim's Fried?
Tyson was on there. Um, on it.
What's it? PP something.
Hormel was on there. Art ADM. Is ADM still around? Yeah. Archer Daniel Midland. Yeah, it's been a while since I looked at all these stocks.
Ooh, Hormel spam is out. Uh, Look at all that resistance there. better get through. If you're owning this thing, 43.50. Wow, look at all the sellers there. What's Pilgrim Pride's symbol?
PPG, I think.
No, that's PPG Industries.
Oh, wait, is Pokemon Pride?
PPR. It's not. It's something different.
It's PPC. PPC.
Okay. Pilgrim Pride's chicken.
Yeah.
No, Corp. That's just hanging out. Wow, kind of a quiet stock. No one wants to look at that, but you got some monthly highs here. $30. No major breakout. You clear 30, then look for 32 and change.
I'm gonna find that one now. There was one thing I just saw in the chat. Shoot. Mitch wants us to look at iRobot. We can look at iRobot. How's IRBT doing? Wow. Wow.
Down, right?
Below
Oh,
100.
that's wow. I
Below
think
100.
it's
Man.
I mean, there's great support at 80. I mean, you can see that on the monthly charts. 80 to 100's been the range, kind of right in the middle. But if you want to go a little bit shorter term, I just wouldn't want to see this lose 88 if I was long this. The low today, 87.75. You do have this one other low at 86.46. But man, just two lows at 88. Bear down on it. Two big red bars. Better catch a bid soon.
It's 3:57. Just before I forget, here is your earnings calendar for the rest of the week here. Look to the right side there. We've got Intuit tonight. We've got Raw Stores tonight. Applied Materials tonight. Workday, Palo Alto tonight. Tomorrow, really just Foot Locker is kind of the last one. And then trickling in, there will be a couple next week. I think we have yet to hear from Costco. We have yet to hear from Nike. But by and large, we are 98% through the earnings season here. Now. So just a couple of names, a couple of stragglers, but that's the earnings calendar here for the rest of the week. We got a minute left in. Oh, wait, a little more than that. 2 minutes left in the session, Joel. We'll do a couple more tickers.
Okay, real quick.
Oh man, Lemonade. We can look at Lemonade. LMND. It's been a hot second for me on the Lemonade insurance. How's insurance tech doing? It's all-time low. Gosh, so many charts look like this.
I know.
So
Are
many,
we in a bull market? Hit me
so,
aside the head. I don't know.
so many IPOs look like this. Not even IPOs. So many growth stocks look
Oh boy, I don't
so
know.
terrible.
Couple bad days on Lemonade. There's no short squeeze going on in this one. Boy, oh boy. Next monthly low to contend with is at 5101. And the way this thing's been going down, it could be there tomorrow. I just big. I don't know what to say. How are these people finding these charts in the greatest bull market of all time?
No.
I don't know. You guys got to flip it. You got to look for stocks going up, not the ones going down. All right, we're in the final 30 seconds here. That's funny. That 47.04 was the pre-market high, and all the zing and zagging and everything. And the best you could do was 47.05. We are going to post a new all-time closing high here. All we had to do was better than, I believe, 96 and a quarter. 96. So, good day. Looks like we're going to get that first close over 4,700 in the history of the SPOOs. All-time high was made, I believe, last week, 47.1175. If you're looking for an overnight target.
Hey, there's the bell. It means we're done. Everyone, pencils down. That's a wrap on to the session.
That was fun. Good job, Spencer.
Joel, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Everyone, I'll talk to you tomorrow as well. Benzinga Cannabis Hour going live right now, if it hasn't already gone live. So we're going to redirect to that stream. Everyone smash that like button, and see you over on Cannabis, and the rest of you, I will catch you guys tomorrow.